Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Mike. I am the Bowtie RN. Thank you for all those viewers that are returning, and welcome to those that are new. Wanted to do a little bit different this week. I know I took a week off last week. I was actually on Shave Line with Smiles for Miles. That was fun. Both Smiles for Miles and then Andy from the Wet Shaving Store. So we had a great time last weekend, but I figured this week it's time for me to kind of step it up a notch. Something I've been talking about if you've been watching my channel, if you've been listening to me. So I actually went ahead and I reached out and I was able to get my hands on a care package for the straight shaver. So I actually got my first straight razor. This will be the Gold Dollar 300, and this one has been honed by Frank over at Straight Gold Shave. Also sent me a couple other things. I do have a practice strop. I got a regular strop from Razor Emporium. Coming up soon, if this one goes well, I have another Gold Dollar. This is the Gold Dollar 100. And that one was honed by Anthony Esposito. So we'll see how I get along with those. This is my first straight razor shave, so I want to go ahead and use the slickest soap I have, and actually one of my favorite scents as well. So I got the Hendrix Classic & Company. Pete really got the scent right on this one. This is the Cornucopia. Has the cinnamon, has the patchouli, as well as the cedarwood. I get a lot of the cinnamon and the patchouli out of it. Patchouli, I've never thought I was a fan of it, but combined in this set, it's actually absolutely amazing. Super slick, really easy to lather, and it does take quite a bit of water. I've got that whipped up using my synthetic brush. I do not have a lot of information on this brush other than it was a paid for picked brush to me. So my lather's looking pretty good. I've got that in my Rodak bowl. I've talked about this one before. This is when I went ahead and used this one because it's a little bit faster to work a lather up in. It doesn't have the lip, but the agitation or the rings and stuff on the inside, it's a little bit more rough than my other Rodak bowl. Still love them both, but this one kind of whips up the lather a whole lot faster. All right. Since I've not done a straight razor shave, I wanted to go ahead and took a nice shower. I don't usually do a ton of pre-shaves, but today I wanted to go ahead and do a pre-shave, so I'm actually using a pre-shave oil, the Kohana. This would be unscented. So about 3 or 4 drops on my fingers. Get that rubbed in. And I do have my lather whipped up a little bit wetter than normal, wetter than I would with my normal DE razor shave. So we'll see how today goes. Like I said, I haven't done a straight razor shave before, so this is all going to be new to me. I'm working on about 2.5 days growth, if you didn't see that. There's quite a bit there. I think it's pretty obvious on screen. All right, dry my hands off. I do not want slippery hands grabbing a straight razor. I do have my alum block here on the side, and I'll be treating my fingers with that just to make sure I don't get too droppy. If anything, I know it's going to be a great shave because I love the scent of the soap. I'm maybe a little scared of a straight razor. I set it in front of the razor, so now it's probably going to bite me. I've been told never tell your razor you're scared of it. In case this shave goes south too fast, I went ahead and I loaded up my Game Changer. I had the Game Changer 0.84 with the safety bar. Not the Jaws version, but the regular safety bar version. I have that loaded with a first use RK chromium blade. I don't know how many passes I'm going to be doing with the straight, but we'll see. A little bit more water on the face. Feels like it's a little bit dry. I'm not used to putting a lather over the oil base, so that might be it too. All right, like I said, this is my first straight razor shave, so I will be looking for any notes for improvement. And I think the best way I can learn this is actually just by going ahead and filming myself and then watching myself after the shave and see how well I did. I have used a shavette before, so it's not completely new, but it's definitely going to be different. All right. Go ahead and get my fingers on that Allen block, make sure it's nice and stiff there. All right. So, first pass, straight razor. I'm gonna go ahead and do same hand, same side, and we'll see how we do. I am gonna start with the front mirror, I'm sorry. I'm not gonna try and do this one with my phone. Feels good. Definitely different from a DE. Looks pretty good for that first pass. Rinse that out carefully real quick. Actually, went ahead and grab, I got a microfiber cloth. I'm gonna go ahead and grab that. I'm really just kind of afraid to rinse that blade under the water. I don't want to tap it on the sink or the faucet and mess up that blade. Got a mole there I'm trying to be real careful about. All right. Wipe that blade off and get it ready for the other side. Feels good so far. Took off quite a bit of that stubble. Definitely took off a lot of that. If I had to put it up against something, I'd probably say very similar to the feel post shave. Feel is like a probably my game changer, the 84, or one of the more aggressive, maybe the Sterling, the standard plate. All right. I don't think I was doing skin stretching on the other side. So Glenn started his straight razor journey too. He's actually a couple weeks ahead of me. I'm kind of riding on his coattails on this one. All right, feels good so far. I haven't done any of that craziness yet. Trying not to get the razor too wet. That's not me rinsing the razor, that's me rinsing my hand. But some water course is gonna get on the razor. All right. part I'm scared about. Here and on the chin. I'm going in kind of steep, but kind of rolling it down. Hope that's a good technique, but that's what I'm doing. I get some of that water off, that soap off that blade, so I can see it a little bit better. Definitely a weird spot to get. I have quite a bit of stubble that's still there. Let's see if we can work it out a little bit differently with the next pass. All right, carefully put that razor down. I don't want to drop that. All right, I think we'll do one more pass. Why not? Glutton for punishment. And let's see how I can do with that. A little more soap. Again, love this cornucopia. Big thank you to Pete for sending that to me. I got a pretty good level of water in this. I know it might look a little bit thin, but if you've used Hendrix soaps before, you know how crazy slick they are. I'm not going to go up, at least not today. I actually use a slightly different technique that I saw Barber Dave or Handle Barber Dave use that, and I've seen a couple other people try it as well. I got soap a little bit of everywhere. Look at that. You can see how many whiskers that stuff took off. Just a little drop of soap on my chest. Any questions? That's a sharp blade. That is definitely a sharp blade. All right, so what I was saying, Handle Barber Dave does kind of a cross face, so across rather than up or down or sideways. My hair grows a bunch of different directions, so it's worth a shot for me. So I'm gonna go ahead and see how we can do with that. I got a little bit too confident trying to see in the foam. Go ahead and take that sideburn off just a little bit. All right. I'm gonna come over here. Definitely doing something. You hear that nice singing. blade feedback. I'm gonna go ahead and go up on my neck. We'll see. Wet shaving, traditional shaving, it's kind of all a matter of what works for you. If you're curious, I'll just put my thumb on the alum block to make it a little more tackier. I'm trying to stick with the short strokes. I feel like I have a little bit more control with that. My fingers on that alum block. All right, I think this kind of dried off a little bit there. Not sure how I'm gonna approach this one. We'll see. Definitely a weird spot. I'm gonna have to be careful about that. I just wasn't thinking. Got a lot of water up on the blade. All right, I think we're gonna call it for the blade. Do a little bit of cleanup down here. Actually, it feels really nice. Get my fingers wet real quick. I did a little cut there. Feels nice. Straight razor shave first time. I think I did pretty well Got one little cut. I'm gonna go ahead and clean up with my, like I said, I'm gonna clean up with my Game Changer. I'm not gonna try and do a cleanup pass with a straight razor, at least not now, not yet. Thanks for those that did stick out with me for this long. About 20 minutes into my video. I don't usually go this long, but thanks for hanging out. Any words of advice? I know I missed some skin stretching on the first side, but any words of advice? I'm more than happy to take them and work it in. Like I said, this is my first straight razor shave, so didn't kill myself. Not a bloodbath. I think I did pretty good. Other than that, you guys have a great weekend, great shaves, and I'll see you next week.